If you've ever looked at Thonglor and thought, I could actually live here, you're not alone. Previously, I lived here for 2 years, so today we're going to test out the truth. Is it really one of Bangkok's most livable neighbourhoods, or just one that looks good online? And by the end of the video, my hope is that you'll know whether Thonglor actually supports your lifestyle, or if it's just a perfect holiday destination.
Next station, Thonglor.
There's no getting around it. Thonglor is charming. Clean facades, cool hangout points, beautiful cafes, walkable. You can see why people fall in love with the neighbourhood within the first 5 minutes of coming here. It's the smell of fresh bakeries and Japanese food in the air, mixed in with the Bangkok busyness. Honestly, that combination is Thonglor. Could you see yourself starting your first few days here? I used to love mornings like this. Coffee in hand, tablet open, feeling like I've nailed the perfect morning routine. And yeah, price-wise, Thonglor does sit at a bit of a higher price point compared to a lot of other neighbourhoods in the city. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You do get quality here. Good services, nice spaces, and things work properly here. And that's just part of the deal. And honestly, that's the beauty of Bangkok. You have so many different price points, but you can still live really well at any of them. It just comes down to what type of lifestyle you actually want to live. If you generally like these little luxuries, then Thonglor can feel amazing. But if you are watching your monthly budget tightly, you can still make it work. But you may want to explore a few other neighbourhoods in Bangkok in a bit more detail and explore them thoroughly before making any commitment. As we step out here onto the main road, I just wanted to give you some insight as to, I guess, the general vibe and feeling of the main roads. So what I have found from experience is that in the mornings and early afternoon, it's pretty steady, but then as the day starts to build and you go into the late afternoon and the evening, the traffic and volume of traffic does start to build up. When I lived in Thonglor, I was actually up this way, the more authentic and lived in side of the neighbourhoods, not the Instagram cafe side that you always see online. And honestly, I liked it here. It feels calmer and more local. And the condos, you get a bigger size for the price you pay. And I would say the whole area in general feels more, I would say it feels more real. In the mornings, I would come down here, half awake, to buy a 80 baht breakfast from a local stall. And I found that grounded me way more than any fancy latte ever could. I used to cross the road every day like this, and it's ordinary moments like this that make the place feel like home, not those fancy cafes. So, if you remember anything from this video, make it this, because this is a little insider's hack. Behind me here is Chanet Sara, also known as the Siemens Building. It's an office block that is used regularly from Monday to Friday. And behind it is a pier that the locals use on a daily basis to get to and from work. But I also used to use this pier regularly to get myself from here into Siam, right next to Central Worlds. So while Sukhumvit is crawling with traffic, this thing just glides and zips straight past them. Sure, it can be a bit loud and a little bit chaotic, but it's fast, convenient and cost effective. And when you're living somewhere in the long term, these things can make a big difference. Also for me, the experience feels liberating and raw. Something that makes me feel like I'm really living Bangkok life now. Okay, so this is a local lunch spot where office workers come during their lunch break in Chanet Sara. It's right near where I used to live back in the day in Bangkok on the main Phetchaburi road. This is a great local hack and an awesome lunch spot to come and check out. It's quick, affordable, relaxed, and most importantly, absolutely delicious. This is the type of place that you won't get shown online, and it's a local option for you to explore if you do think that Thonglor is honestly a place for you to come and live. I'm going to tuck in now to my delicious khao soi. This is a northern Thai dish from Chiang Mai. Lots of lovely fresh ingredients in here. It's going to be absolutely delicious to enjoy. I haven't had this for a while, so I'm going to really enjoy having this lunch today. And I haven't been to this spot for a long time, so I'm going to tuck in and enjoy it. So here we are at Thonglor Soi 10. This is the beating heart of the whole neighbourhoods and what Thonglor is like at its essence. Vibrant, busy and loud. It has everything happening at once, and if you like that kind of magnetic energy of the city, you'll certainly like this area. It's filled with restaurants, cafes, nightlife options. You've got an abundance of different options available to you. But this part of the neighbourhood can be intense and it can feel like a lot. So what would you make of a street such as this? Would the energy excite you, or would it be something that drains you over the long term? So, welcome to the Commons Thonglor. This is a great little quiet place down the back street of Thonglor. It is a kind of mixed use space which has a variety of different options available, whether you're looking for a cafe. There's a great place called The Roast, which is a great place for breakfast or brunches. Restaurants downstairs in the basement, they've got a lot of options. Nightlife as well, they have live music here. And also they've got a lot of boutique services here. If you think about Pilates, mini studios, co-working space. So you do have a lot of different options here in this great little quiet oasis here in Thonglor. So this is certainly a place that I've been coming to for a number of years now, and I keep coming back again and again because it's a great place to unwind and reconnect while still being centrally located in Thonglor. So now then, as we move up Thonglor towards the top end of the neighbourhoods, there's definitely a lot more newer accommodation condo options that become apparent. They are newer buildings, more modern facilities, and they also come with that premium luxury price tag attached. So you've got places such as the Ivy, the residence Thonglor, the monument and Noble Solo, and many other options similar to this that offer a great location, clean, modern facilities where you're living that high rise lifestyle. They're awesome. They come with good gyms, swimming pools, security, and a great comfortable lifestyle. But they do come with that Thonglor premium price tag. So the question becomes, would you pay a premium price to be right here on Soi 55? Or would you take a trade-off to pay maybe a little bit less to have a place where you have more space and more calm? So here's a contrast I love. Turn off the main roads and you're in a completely different world. These back streets are where you start to see the real character and long-term side of the neighbourhoods. These back streets are where you start to see a softer side of the Thonglor neighbourhood. Older landed homes, families, older apartments, long-term residents. So how about you? Would you rather be smack bang in the middle of Thonglor with all the conveniences, or somewhere quieter in the back streets like this? So 6 p.m. and golden hour at the Commons in Thonglor. The golden hour hits really nicely here, and I'll be honest with you, I've always had a soft spot for this place. It's comfortable, it's familiar, and it's easy to meet people without even trying. Start your night with a bite to eat here, listen to some live music, and have some casual drinks together with some friends. So this is what Thonglor looks like and feels like at night time. It's not hectic, it's not chaotic, it's quite vibrant, and actually it's quite uplifting. You get these spaces where people are just chatting, laughing and mixing, and the atmosphere, it's super friendly. It's that type of place where you might meet someone for the first time, you chat the night away, and then suddenly you look down at your watch and it's 1 a.m. It's that type of vibe where the night carries you along and it takes you along the way. So at this point, you might think I'd say, yep, Thonglor is Bangkok's most livable neighbourhoods, but that wouldn't be the full picture. For a lot of people, Thonglor gives you great comfort, convenience and food options, and in my opinion, certainly is one of the best places to live in Bangkok. But it also potentially encourages you to move faster, spend more, and live life at a slightly higher pace than you might have expected. So here's my balanced, honest take on the livability in this amazing neighbourhood. Thonglor is beautiful but busy, convenient but premium priced, and energising but not always grounding. If you want convenience, comfort, great food and inspiring routines, Thonglor is a fantastic place to live. If you want calm, slower days with perhaps better value, then you may want to consider looking at other neighbourhoods first before locking in and picking Thonglor as your place to live. So that's Thonglor, and stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to do quite the walk to show you an overview of various neighbourhoods in the city that you may want to consider.